when it comes to gun shows in America, they've gone way downhill over the last 5 years. And I'm not a big fan of going to them, especially the local gun shows. However, there are some gun shows throughout America that have always kind of dominated as being the best gun shows, and still today continue to be the best gun shows. Unfortunately, you just have to travel to some places to get to these. But I believe there's 10 gun shows in America that are by far the best. Now, what do you mean by the best? Well, they withstood the test of time. Their exhibitors are gun people, so they're not selling like windows and siding and toys and baked goods. They're like their advertised numbers are these are tables with guns or gun-related items, not non-gun related items. So we're going to take a look at the 10 biggest gun shows in America that are still continuing to be the best. And we're going to go in descending order, with the 10th being the largest. Number 1, the SAR West, or the Small Arms Review West. Now, this gun show is in Phoenix, Arizona. It takes place in December and is advertised as having over 500 exhibitors with guns. They also advertise that they're the largest gun show west of the Rockies. Not a true statement, but it's ambitious, and they've held the test of time. If you go to this gun show, you're going to see guns everywhere. Over 500 tables of guns. Number 2, the Westchester Collectors Gun and Knife Show in Marlborough, Massachusetts. Now, this particular gun show is held multiple times per year. So you're going to have to go look up their dates. But they have over 700 exhibitors with guns. This is a very significant one. We're getting really up there into some great gun shows. And the Westchester Collectors Gun and Knife Show is also expanding into other parts of North and South Carolina as well. So I think you'll find some Westchester gun shows elsewhere, but the one in Marlborough is the only one I'm talking about. Number 3, the Central Florida Arms Show in Lakeland, Florida. This takes place in January, May, and September. The Central Florida Arms Show in Lakeland, Florida has over 800 tables and exhibitors with guns and gun-related items. Probably by far the best gun show that you're going to find down in the South, particularly around Florida. Number 4, the NRA annual meeting in Dallas, Texas. Now, this is held in May. They have over 1,000 exhibitors. And I'll just say this is one of my all-time favorite gun shows to go to, because what you're going to get here is you're going to get pretty much every major gun manufacturer exhibiting their new guns. It's really, as far as new guns go, one of the best shows in the country. I remember the first time I went to the NRA annual meeting, they came to Kansas City back in like 94-ish, maybe 95. And I was blown away. I have never, up until that point, I've never seen so many guns in one room as the NRA annual meeting. Number 5, the Las Vegas Antiques Arms Show. Now, this particular show is held in January, but you're going to get a wide variety of guns, not just the new guns, but you're going to get a wide variety of antique guns, collector guns, and they have over 1,000 exhibitors with guns. I mean, it's a massive, massive gun show in Las Vegas, held in January. Just an outstanding show. Number 6, the Great American Outdoors Show, held in February in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. Now, the Great American Outdoors Show is not just guns, it's a lot of outdoors, but as far as guns and gun-related items, you're going to have over 1,000 exhibitors here at the Harrisburg, Pennsylvania Gun Show, as well as being by far the largest outdoor show probably in the world in general. Just a fantastic show to go to. This is one just for gun lovers or outdoors people. Just love this show in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. Number 7, the original Fort Worth Gun Show. The Fort Worth Gun Show is held multiple times in the year and advertises having over 1,300 exhibitors with guns and gun-related items. Very, very significant gun show. And really, most of the larger gun shows are kind of more exhibitor shows, meaning like it's going to be a lot of newer gun manufacturers there, sometimes more of a manufacturing show, so to say, or an industry show more than anything else. The original Fort Worth Gun Show is kind of the old school gun shows. This is a great one with over 1,300 tables. Goodness gracious. Number 8, the Nation's Gun Show in Chantilly, Virginia. The Nation's Gun Show is held multiple times a year: February, April, June, July, September, November, and December. They also have over 13 different tables. And this, again, is kind of the old school gun show. So being able to access so many exhibitors selling their guns, just an outstanding show. And especially to be able to have it at multiple times a year, just fantastic. Number 9, SHOT Show. Now, I would argue SHOT Show is the largest gun show in the country. There's one more that advertises having more tables, but I've been to both. SHOT Show is a much larger facility, much more exhibitors. It's just how many people have guns. SHOT Show is advertised as having roughly about 2,500 tables with guns. That's a ton of guns, mostly new guns. And this is definitely an industry show. In order to even go to SHOT Show, you got to be involved in the industry or media of some sort. But man, what a great show. This is where all of the new manufacturers break out their brand new guns for the year. They have, in addition to SHOT Show, it's technically a different show, but they have Industry Day at the range during that same time where you can go out and shoot all those guns. Just a fantastic show there in Las Vegas, Nevada in January. When you're looking at exhibitors as a whole, you know, you're definitely going to be pushing the largest show in the world. But just as far as guns go, again, as far as what's advertised, I believe SHOT Show is the largest. But technically advertised, the following, number 10, has the most guns, at least the most exhibitors, and that would be the Tulsa Arms Show. This is held in March and November. They advertise as having over 2,500 tables and exhibitors. I question that number. I'm just going to be real honest. This is what's advertised. I absolutely question that. I've been to the show. Huge show, great show. Definitely not as big as SHOT Show, but again, I just question those numbers. I've been to both. I don't walk around and count them. I just go base it off of what their website says. But Tulsa Arms Show is advertised as being the largest gun show in the world. And it, again, is like the old school gun shows. Find all sorts of stuff there, whereas in SHOT Shows, industry stuff only. So as far as a gun show goes, kind of old school gun show, Tulsa definitely blows them all out of the water as being the biggest. So there you go. Any thoughts or insight on this? Definitely put it below. But these are the 10 largest and best gun shows in America.